Number 26. In 1 year, a $2,000 investment account grew to $2,100. If this investment continues to experience this rate of exponential growth, what will the value of the account be after one more year? Well, if I knew an interest rate, that would help me. So that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to focus on finding the interest rate. Now, if I put $2,000 in the account, and after a year I had $2,100, that tells me that the interest that accrued was $100. So by leaving the money in the account, I gained $100. That's pretty good over the course of a year. Basically, that's money that the bank gave me to leave my money in there for that time. This is dollars. We need to turn that into an interest rate, into a percent. So the question is this: $100 is what percent of the amount I put in there, the original? I put 2,000 in there. So what percent of that 2,000 did I get back in interest? So you can set up a percent problem, however you do those. I like the proportion. So I'm going to put my 100% down here. My part is 100 and my whole is $2,000. You always want to use your original amount here. And then this is certainly solvable from here. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 4 zeros divided by 2,000. So I'm canceling and I get 5. So the percent is 5%. That's my interest rate. But that wasn't the question. The question says if this investment experiences the same rate of growth, what will the value of the account be after one more year? So in this situation, I need to say, I'm going to use the interest formula, which is interest equals principal times rate times time. So my interest, I don't know. That's what I'm looking for. The new principal was $2,100 because I got to keep that 100 that had built up. The rate is 0.05. That's 5%. You have to turn it into its decimal form. And the time is going to be another year, so 1 year. And using my calculator, I will say 2,100 times 0.05 times 1 is 105. So I'll take the 2,100, my balance, and I will add this year's interest to that. So at the end of 2 years, I have this much money. So you can see how saving money in a savings account will help you, because you are getting to keep the money you put in there plus the interest it is accruing. Now, a 5% interest on a savings account is pretty darn good. Usually you don't get 5% unless you're the one that's having to pay out the interest. But that, if I could get a savings at 5%, I would jump on that. That's good. This is a good question, but it has lots of steps. The first step is to find the amount of interest. The second step is to find the interest rate. The third step is to find the second year's interest. And then the fourth step is to find that total balance. So there are lots of steps going on here. You really have to be careful about keeping those steps lined up.